Bang! So I just got this package from the mail, and it's the new Wolverine, and it's a custom-made self-bailer, so it's maybe the only one in Europe, or maybe Sion in Packraft Europe has their own one also, but at least it should be first one in Finland. So let's open this back package, and just can't wait. Out of it's off. Let's throw these stupid flowers away. And let's see. Receipt. And yeah. Bang. Here is size large self-bailer Wolverine. Quite small package. Bang. Okay, but let's see what we have in here. The bag is a little bit different than previous. There's a little bit different kind of that, and maybe it could be better to actually use it, because I usually don't use this bag, but now maybe I use it. So inside is the basic repair kit. What else? Oh yeah, I have new colors, by the way, and I know most of my followers has been keeping their breath to see my new colors, and soon you will see them. Here is tie straps. What else? We have the self-bailer seat. I can put it there. And we have the dry bags for the cargo fly system. What else? We have the seat back and the Packraft itself. Okay, here's the inflation bag. Some stupid straw. No, this is the footrest. But here is going to be my new colors. And there's the tie chip care bag. There is the, is it tie chip or T-chip? I don't know. I say tie chip. But it's a little bit new bag. It's some kind of cloth here. So when you get the new Packraft, you want to put some this lubricant here. I can show you later. But look how small this is. Wow, it's so small. Bang! So this is actually my third Alpacka Raft. I don't want to use any other brands because they make the best Packrafts, the most durable, and what I like the most, these are the best Packrafts for the Whitewater, and I can show you the Wolverine also, sorry, the Narwhal, and it looks pretty much the same as the Wolverine, but there's actually quite significant difference with these rafts. I have been using self-bailer Narwhal for a little bit more than 1 year, and it's a really great raft in the Whitewater. The difference is that it has bigger tubes, and it's really balanced, really easy for the like the beginners to use in Whitewater. And when I bought that one, I got like I was stepping up from this point to this point only for buying new raft. Now I have been practicing a lot Whitewater moves, eddy turns and like that. And the Wolverine is turning nicer. It's a little bit more agile, and when you're playing, I call it playing, training in the Whitewater, this is more fun, turns nicer. Yeah, I can already see that this is a little bit different. The Alpacka is all the time making the rafts better and better, and they don't usually always tell about the difference. I think this seam is a little bit different. The logo is new. This tie strap point is a little bit different. And yeah, it looks really awesome. I love colors. I actually made like almost 30 different setups with different colors, and it was like a 2-week decision to make what kind of colors I'm going to use. And finally this was my choice. So I can show you first how to inflate this bad boy. So here is the valve, and it's a one-way valve. You can inflate the raft and also deflate the raft with this one. When you're inflating it, you close it, turn it to the is it anti-clockwise? Turn it that way, and when you want to open it, you turn it clockwise. And now it's open. Now the air comes out. Now when I turn it, and see, open, and now it's closed. Now when I put the air inside the tube, it's not coming out. You just screw this inflation back to this valve, and then you press air in it. So I have seen a lot of different ways how to inflate the Packraft, and this is my way. Usually I have the Packraft in the ground. Now it's a little bit higher, but I show it like this. I first take the inflation back and I twist it a couple of times, like a different way than closing. Then I press it in here and I screw it. Then it's there. Then I take the bag and I need to check that it's not twisted, that it's straight here. And then it's really easy. I make a couple of that kind of moves. I just hold it from here, I don't close it any better way. And I usually press it once, there's some air left, and I do like this. And I have another press. So that way I save some time. And it doesn't matter, you can put inflate this raft first and then the seat, or you can do it in the other way like my wife does. She usually puts the seat first and the footrest, inflates those, and after that she inflates the Packraft. This is a little bit faster and the Packraft is down in the ground. Now it's a little bit too high up. But these Packrafts are really fast to inflate. And it doesn't take much time. Usually it's like 2 minutes. And the whole raft is done. And sometimes the valve is not working completely I write it, how it should be in the first inflate, and it needs a little bit pressure to keep it the air not coming out. Like that. Now I take the bag off and the air doesn't come. Yeah, this is working in the first time like it should. Now I give a little blow here. Now it's really solid, and when you go paddling you want to have as tight as possible, so you can blow there as much you can, because I think even the circus clowns doesn't have so big allowance that they can explode the raft, so blow it as tight as you can. And when you are ready here, you want to put it in the water, and usually the cold water little bit puts the deflated the raft, and then you want to blow some more air into it, especially if it's sunny weather and cold water. Yeah, so as I said, it's a self-bailer. You can see here here are the holes, and it means that there is no spray deck on it. All the water which goes in here, it goes out from the holes. So this is actually really fast to jump. Usually when we are packrafting, I'm already in the boat rowing, and the other people are just putting the whitewater skirts on, and self-rescue is easy. It's not so cold. But yeah, look at my new colors. This is perfect. It's just what I wanted to. And I have the old bow bag. I can put the air in the narwhal, and we can see the size comparison, because I can see the tubes are so much smaller in here. But first, let's put the other stuff in here, and I can show how it works. So with the self-bailer, and you don't have to do anything with the sprayer skirt. You only need 4 things to put in there. Is the foot brace, it goes to the front. Then there is your seat. There's the back band, and then you have the tie straps. Yeah, let's put this all together. We can start with the easiest one, the foot brace. I'll blow a little bit air in here, and then you can see here's a D-ring, and here is a loop. You just put the loop straight over the, and put the foot brace here like this. Nozzle is in the upright position, and just blow air. Now that's installed and ready. Then let's take the seat. It could be also easier if you first open it and blow some air in it. Now when we have the air a little bit in here. Here is a sock, we just put it inside this sock here. Like this. And turn sides of the seat a little bit like under the tubes. And now you just blow some more air in here. Then it's time to put the backrest or the back band, and this is also really easy to put on. You can see these straps already, they are in place here. You just open this loop, put it in this D-ring and make sure that your logo is upright position, and then you have these straps going to here, these bands. Pretty easy to put. Let's start from here. Okay, now we have only the tie straps to put on. This is also quite easy. The first time when you put this, it's a little bit adjusting. So here is just two pieces. It's the left and right side, and this I can see it's the left side. You have to test this out a little bit and find your places. I now put it roughly in here. Really straightforward. You can, if it's easier to start, you can take the front, this loop or something. Look at this. You want to have this going straight here, and you can find here a loop. Put it in there. If you start from front to back, then it's going to the right. Then take this loop, put it in here, and don't worry about this if it's not in the right place in the first assembly, because you can easily move these to the right place. I can show you a little bit how it's made. Then is the back loop. Just look that goes straight. Put it from here once and twice. Really easy. And usually you need to paddle a little bit, test it out to get the really right setup. Just by adjusting the back band makes a huge difference. And you want to have it balanced, that you're not back heavy or not front heavy. You want to have the really nice balance there. I'm not sure yet if this is the right, but this is how I'm going to start testing. You want to have your knees high up, so use the foot brace here and have the heels on the ground. And now I can feel this is sturdy. Now my knees are probably in the right place. Then I take the straps and I can feel that I have to move it that way a little bit. So let's start from the front and loosen it up a little bit, and I will move this guy first. Yeah, now it's, and by pulling this one I can tighten it. When you're paddling you can tighten it really tight, but make sure that you test this out first. Go to easy flat water, capsize, and if you don't have any experience of these tie straps, play a little bit with this one so you get familiar and you're quite sure that you get off. I can say if you capsize, usually you're off from these tie straps by doing nothing, but if it's really tight, sometimes it could be that you have to straighten your legs like this and then you're off. But play a little bit, test this out. Yeah, I can feel this is actually really good now. So now I will make same setup here, but you have to remember that when you have the dry suit, shoes, PFD, all those on, it could be that you have to adjust it a little bit. Then you can test like the seat back and put some friend of yours watching your balance. That does it look like you're straight, a little bit too much in the back. Yeah, a little bit tighter in here, and now it's really solid, really fast to adjust. And now when you have done it once, you don't have to do it anymore because you leave the tie straps on here. And voila, I'm ready. So I love the colors, looks beautiful, and I can inflate you the narwhal also, and I can inflate you the Katja's, my wife's Wolverine, that is with the Whitewater deck, so you can see that also. And let's see what is the different with different models and different setups. Alright, here we have side by side. Here is my old narwhal and here is the Wolverine, both self-bailers. And I think most of you say that, oh, they look exactly the same. And they actually look like. And there is just small differences and one big difference. And the big difference is that this tube is smaller and this is bigger. And then there is some small details, but that's also about the Packrafts. all Packrafts looks more and less the same, but they actually have huge differences. And this is the the reason I love the Alpacka Raft, because they make a lot of testing and a lot of designings, and they actually, I know about the Wolverine testing because I was packrafting in the Grand Canyon with the Alpacka Raft people, and they have tried all different sizes of tubes and designs, and they used a lot of time to develop this Wolverine. And that's the biggest difference, because they act completely different at the river. If you paddle in the flat water, you mostly you want to have top speed and maybe balance or something, but you can see the difference already in there, and especially in the Whitewater these behave completely different. As I said before, this is playful boat, and this is like a big solid river raft, really stable, and this is playful. And yeah, you can see, for example, the classic, the model classic. It's like the first Packraft what Alpacka Raft made, and completely different is this rear. It has like a point rear, and that is still a great boat, and it has got some improvements, so it's not the same like for 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And you can see that all manufacturers, like the Chinese ones, they are copying that one still because it's so good. But the difference is this rear is wider, and that makes a big difference. For example, when you go to the sticky hole, a lot of times you stick there and then you go to back and capsize, and this helps a lot that your tail doesn't like raise. And these are completely different boats, and I haven't seen much any brand that can make so like good performance in the river like these bad boys. Wolverine and Narwhal, two best river boats in the world, I would say. And do you see difference? I moved the bow bag already to the new raft, and I didn't buy a new bow bag. Here actually I can see the difference of the tubes. This is something you can see only from the close range. You can see from the old raft I have these lines here. This is actually floatable, reflecting, really lightweight and not so durable rope. So if it's really stuck in some place, it's easy to cut, and I think it has like 50 kilos strength or something. I have still that rope left here, so I actually like that rope. There's a couple of reasons, and first is if you're swimming and when you're a packrafter you usually swim a lot, this is something you can grab and float with the packraft. If you don't have anything here, especially if you have this whitewater skirt here, you can't grab so easily the packraft, and if you're really tired, it's nothing to grab from. And in the rear here, this rope is really good when you go picking up some swimmer. They can grab here. You can see that this is too loose already. I should tighten it, and it's because of the rope it's not so good. It's like getting longer and longer. This should be much more tighter, because you can have a foot or hand entrapment in here. So be careful. Careful with the ropes. You want to have a like clean. This is too loose also. You want to have clean boat, not too much ropes, definitely no ropes here. I have been doing that mistake. I used to have in my old raft rope in here, and I never got any accidents because of it, but it can be dangerous. So let's put new ropes in here, and then I can show you how to clean up and put lubricant to this cargo fly chipper here. I can show you now the difference of these spray decks. As I said, self-bailer doesn't have any. Here in this Whitewater deck you have this black thing, it's the spray deck, and then you have a spray skirt, and you have this kind of white thing, and this goes around the raft here. So also this makes a little bit more time when you put this on. If you compare the self-bailer, you don't have to do this at all. It could be a little bit slow with this because I haven't done this much, but it's not so difficult either. And this is basically warmer option for self-bailer, and it's recommended to the colder countries like Finland. So you put that on, close the zippers here. So this is Katja's Packraft, and I'm a little bit too big for it, but we can try if I can go there. So this is the skirt. You put this under your PFD like this, and you can put these straps around you if you want to, but it could be safer to use without, because if you're stuck in some place, this goes off. Yeah. So for this, the time consuming thing is that you go inside the raft, and then you have to put this skirt on, and obviously I don't like this skirt and I'm really slow with it, but you start it from the back and go on with that. I hope I will fit inside the skirt here. Yeah, obviously this is too small because I need the size large raft. But the idea with this spray skirt is that you don't get any water inside. Okay, some small drops, but like basically nothing. And when you use this skirt, it's like a blanket. It warms you from inside here, and when you are dry, it's not cold and it gets the wind off. But if you have good dry suit and you have a nice merino wool, like a base layer under the dry suit, it's really warm. I have been paddling in -degrees, a lot of water coming on me and stuff, and no problemos. But on the other hand, I don't get cold so easy. So if you get cold easy and you live in cold country, then you paddle in whitewater, then you want this whitewater deck. And it's also option to have the cruiser deck and the removable whitewater deck. Depends a little bit what kind of model you have. But yeah, and then I can show you how to take care of the chipper. As I told you, I'm always quite careful with all my gear, and I shouldn't be, because this can take a lot of beating. But what I usually do when I deflate the raft, I open this valve and I close it again. Then you put this home at the storage. You want to always close the valve. If you leave it open, it could be that it's leaking next time, so always close it. So now I have the most pressure out of the raft. Then I open this. And yeah, I show you. I have always in my dry bag this kind of bag. Here is lubricant and stuff for the chipper. I'll show you a little later. A little bit more lubricant. I have actually matches. Here I have, I think it's the basic kit. And then I have one a little bit better. It's the hyperlight mountain gear made of repair kit for Packraft. And I have also this is waterproof bottle. This is Kurt's quick patch emergency watercraft repair. So here is more repair kit stuff, and I will show you this cargo fly maintenance kit, what I have here. I have here the 2 bottles of this lubricant, Thai-chip lubricant. I have also cloth I have been using. I have one soft brush, it's not so good, but then I have this guy from electric toothbrush. And what you want to usually do when you have been using this, you need to clean the chipper really good with this toothbrush, because between the teeth gets a lot of dirt. And the dirt comes there because if there's too much lubricant also. So I show you what to do when you have a new Packraft. But this is now the old one. I actually cleaned that one also. And I will put a little bit lubricant to this cloth. And then put it on the top of the chipper. What I want to avoid here is to get lubricant to the teeth, because then all the dirt and the sand is going there. Usually the sand is the worst, and you have to be really careful with the sand. For example, we were in the desert in the Grand Canyon, and we had to clean this every time we closed and opened it. We can pull it couple of times back and forth, but now it's working okay. Let's shut that off, and I will take now the new Packraft, do the lubricant for that one. Now when I have the new Packraft, I have already inflated this one. So the chipper is obviously closed. I did put it on that one already. Then I used the cloth. And I want to have it also in the sides here. Now I have the lubricant here really nicely already. I do the same as with my old Packraft. I open the valve and release the most pressure here. Okay. And then I open the chipper. This is usually, I open it, let some more air out. When the chipper is new, it's really stuck here and you need to pull carefully. Be careful with your nails that you don't do anything stupid, and then open it. Now I already have a little bit that lubricant in the cloth, and I will use that one and just brush the teeth a little bit with the cloth. If there's too much lubricant in the teeth, it will just collect all the dirt. You don't need it so much in there. Like so. And yeah, it looks okay from the start of the chipper. And I do a couple times of this. Yeah, it is moving pretty good, but it could be better. I put some more lubricant in here. Okay. Couple of times back and forth. Yes, now it works. Close it. Now it's closed and I try how it opens. Yes, much easier than last time. So yeah, that it's basically done, and now I just need to put some more of this lubricant now and then. You don't have to do it every time, not even once in 10 times or something. Just when you feel that the chipper is not moving quite good, then you can put a little bit more of this. And yeah, if you put too much in here also, when you go paddling, all that water what is splashing you, it's going to remove it. So it's, be smart, don't put too much. Yeah, that's about unboxing the Wolverine. And day after tomorrow we are going paddling first time to Whitewater, so then I can show you how to pack gear inside here and stuff like that. Thank you for watching.